All right, so here's our third match of the day, second attempt. I don't know whatever it is, but we got a real spicy one here today, and this one is. I could have went with a different approach, but I feel like the Caeda team is the right pick for this one. I could have went with some type of tanking strategy and try to tank it with my double save team. This is far too bulky to get through with. Gale Force, especially since I don't have Shez available in this season, in this season. I don't think Gale Forcing this is the right approach, so we're gonna go here with the next best thing, which is armor effective damage and brave. We're gonna see how it pans out for us. I think Caeda should wash everything here. What's going to be interesting is that Rhea. I don't know Caeda's matchup into that Rhea. I haven't tested it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. And then there's only really one range unit to worry about, and that's Athos. I mean, Robin's there, but really Athos is my only concern. And as long as he's not hitting 99, it should be fine. And also, he has Frost Moon, so once he's not doubling with Frost Moon, we're fine. So it's all going to be down to Caeda. This is going to be a really good test to see where she currently stands in the meta. I think she does great into for Mortis, okay versus this blue Neathhogger, and then Rhea, I don't know how that's going to go. And then we have to run away from that Marissa. We're gonna have to run away from that Marissa. Caeda will die immediately to that Marissa, so that's gonna have to be Neathhogger's job. There's just way more units now in the game that can actually just one-shot Caeda. Well, not one-shot, but solo. It's over. It's been a year, no? Like, since she was released, February. I want to say it's been a year, maybe not just yet, but she's, like I said, she's still aging very well because of the armor effective damage and the supports that are being added to the game. I think this Marissa here, I feel like the Brave support is more geared towards Omni tanks or frontliners than anything else. I think it's really great for like your nukes and stuff, but I think with the HP condition being placed in her weapon, when you take that into consideration, it really makes you think that this is really more geared towards frontliners and Omni tanks, because typically those units are the ones that are going to have the higher HP stats, and I think that's why IS made it that way, and it's actually really smart design when you think about it. They definitely cooked with this one. I think she was made specifically for Desert Ike, just because one of his main problems is that he doesn't do enough damage, and then also Malice as well, because Malice really doesn't need the Brave. Malice doesn't have DR piercing, which is the one thing that's really missing from. Well, there are ways to add it in, but you really don't want to do that. Like, you could probably give her like Tempo Echo, but she really wants that no counter disrupt, so I wouldn't really recommend that. You can outsource the DR halving from somewhere else, but she really does want the DR halving. It's really important for her to have, or it's good for her to have it. She can do work without it, but you'd probably want to get it in there if you can. I don't have it. I was actually trying to break the block and then cancel back instead of having to step on the trap, but it looks like we're just gonna have to step on the trap. So the plan here is to do this turn and then run away once Marissa is active, but since I can't break that block, then we're gonna have to improvise and hope for Mortis decides to attack. I don't want Robin coming down and then blocking that spot. That would be really annoying, but yeah, let's see what happens here. This is going to be fantastic to watch. You're going to be seeing some big numbers here, I'm pretty sure. 99. Okay, Frost. Okay, never mind. So if you're not aware, if Athos is doing 99 damage, you're typically dead. But because it's Dagger and she gets so much flat damage reduction from specials or against specials, it just doesn't work. So you probably want to take it off and run like Glacies or something where he won't ramp into the special, because it doesn't have the special jump for Glacies. But the downside is that some other matchups it probably won't matter. But then typically if you're doing 99 damage, it should be enough. The downside I'm saying is that he doesn't have the piercing, but he has the halving from Dagger. Oh, this is a terrible formation. So we got no one off the board there because Robin blocked the spot. I was hoping to at least get 4 Mortis. I gotta say, critique her for what you will, or say that she's bad or whatever, but the Hush Spectrum, man, it is very good on that Brave Robin. It is going to age, it's going to keep aging well, especially when you don't have support to counter it, because that was really what missed me a couple of kills there.
Understood.
Yeah, we're going to have to do another turn of tanking. You're going to get to see Athos hit the 99 again, and then Dagger will still survive. Because he's hitting the Frost Moon. I swapped it out on my defense for Glacies. You can do like a Glacies special spiral. Well, nah. Magical null follow-up or something to get more deer having. That way you're definitely going to get the kill against the snakes. But you really don't want to have Frost Moon proc when you're attacking. This is not a great setup, like I mentioned, but we're just going to have to ball here. We're going to have to let it run. I can't go back any further. I'm missing some stats from Veil support on Caeda, but it should be fine, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it should be fine. And we're just going to run it, and I don't think I have another play here. Can't attack because of the ice.
Let's enjoy this.
Oh, it's not really because of the ice. It's really because
coming right up.
No one else here can actually do any damage aside from Caeda. But yeah, the reason that I also had to do this as well is because if you try to enemy phase this, they have Miracle in an enemy phase because of Rhea. So you really just have to let them attack into you. That way they don't get the Miracle. It's too many armored units running around on this defense here. You get to see this again, and it's just going to be the same outcome. Still a big hit, man. Still a very big hit, man. I did not expect Dagger to age this well, but she is still going. I think she would. I did say that she'd be a fantastic mythic. I was worried about, after her bonus season, how she would perform, but she is still putting in a ton of work. So great design there for Maya. She really is it. She's just really good. Hush Spectrum. So we should get this one for Mortis because he doesn't have Pavis. Ooh, Brave hits. I didn't actually take that into consideration, the Brave hits. I probably would have moved back if I had realized that. Ooh, 86 times 2. That doesn't look great. Uh-oh, that's bad. Brave hits. Oh, jeez. No way. Oh, no way. Okay, I was not prepared for that. I probably should have moved back. I probably should have moved out of, but then even if we've just taken out for Mortis, the rest of the units are so tanky that I wouldn't have been able to take them out from range. So it wouldn't have benefited me to go back one space really just to get for Mortis off the map. But the Brave support there really helped out this Rhea. I wasn't aware of the matchup, so now we know. 86 times 2 is not something that you're tanking with Caeda, apparently. I could run this just to see how the final outcome go, just to see what Dagger versus everything else here does. We got a Dimitri popped out of the surprise circle. The problem here is that The problem here is, oh, you notice what happened as well? Neathhogger immediately got the Brave support. She was quadding Freyr there. I don't, if you didn't notice, well, I didn't, well, pay attention. She immediately got the Brave support, so that's interesting. So even if the unit with the most HP dies, the next highest immediately takes over, so that's good to know. But yeah, man, Rhea here bodied me, man. Let's just back out. GG's. Man, that Rhea, holy. My god, yo, I knew I was gonna lose some matches this week, but I wasn't didn't expect to see something like that. Chalk that off the to-do list. Here we go. We got another opponent here, another bulky defense that you probably don't want to Gale Force either. You definitely want to be tanking this because there's Miracle plus big fat stats, Shield Fighter, support, Divine Nectar. This is definitely something that you want to either tank or try to player phase, and I don't really have anything that can blow up this Ephraim. Crom won't win the speed check, so he won't get wind sweep, and I mean, of course, 5 hits, I'm pretty sure Lynn fails here. She is not going to be able to do enough damage to take out this Ephraim, so that's not a good option. And then even if she could, I don't have a way to run away from Celica because she has a rally and she has Divine Nectar, so that team won't work. And only options left are to try to tank it. And so that's what we're going to do. I guess Ephraim, Dimitri could have done something from player phase, and you know, but that's a lot of range to cover, and then also to then try to escape Celica. Also don't have a far save on that team, so that wouldn't have worked either. So this is really the best option. You want to try to save against something like this, and then have a frontliner just tank, which is what we're going to do. We can definitely tank Celica, that's not going to be a problem. And then from there, I don't know, once we get the Miracle off the board, then Ymir, it's going to be interesting to see what type of refine they give to Ymir, because she does a lot. More than likely, she's going to get a lot of stats. I think that's the one thing that when she came out, immediately you noticed that she just didn't do enough damage. And then she was really squishy as well. She died really easily. So that's like one of her weak points. So if they can fix that when she gets her refine, I'm sure she'll be far better. But for now, you know, just her support is enough, I guess. I don't know what beast skill you could give her to make her a little bit tankier. That's just her one. I guess if you were to make her tanky plus the Miracle, she'd be super annoying to deal with. So I guess it makes sense why they built her that way. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to get an interesting refine, as well as Muspel. Muspel's refine is going to be insane. That much I know. Muspel. Niffle, it's just damage reduction. There's really nothing else there. She's going to hit hard and be faster. The summer one that has flash should be interesting, but Niffle, I don't know. Not going to be that great, I don't think. Yo, being able to quad, man, with Caeda is so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to keep this around because Marissa's bonus season ends this week. But yeah, just being able to quad in player phase with Caeda, which is not something you're typically able to do with frontliners or Omni tanks. It's really fun because they go away typically from the catcher ball, so it's really difficult to get it to work. But having the drive support, man, it's really, really fun. But yeah, what was I saying? I started. Oh yeah, Rhea, getting blown up by her. She was. That was a big surprise. It was really the Brave support. If I had backed off just a little bit, I would have been able to survive, because it would have. But then also she wouldn't have been close enough to attack. So that's the counter to that argument. But then
you will burn.
Yo, how much is this? Just zeros, man. Holy. But yeah, if I was able to back off against Rhea, it would have been a better matchup for me. But it wouldn't have worked out in my favor in the end, because then the next turn, Marissa would have started moving because Formortis was dead. So I would have had to have run away because I can't do anything. Only Neathogger would have been able to tank Marissa. So yeah, it wouldn't have worked out in my favor to back off there. I think actually, hot take, but Gris is actually better than Celica. Just because of the cancel and how he's able to run away after attack. If they gave that to Celica, holy, yeah. Hopefully that will be, like I was saying, how they've stripped Yuri's support foul play and started passing it off to every other Dagger unit, which I was saying is actually fantastic. That's definitely what they needed. I really like Lookout Force. I really like Active Lookout. That one's insane with the Desperation on Yunaka. I think that's really, really good. I don't know what other variants will get of it, but if they just keep turning those out, I can only see Daggers getting better and better. They need to give one that has some more true damage. I think that will be a good addition for some of the older Daggers. But Layla really appreciates it because her biggest problem was getting stuck after, well, she had the ability to swap out with her support partner, but because of the whole, it didn't work against bar save thing. So that is really good for her now. And then also, you know, her flash and undefended will make it so that even in the future, when her damage output starts to fall off completely, she's still able to target units that will be, you know, weaker or less bulky. So she can still do damage in the future. She can still find units to take out, which means that you'll be more inclined to bring her on your offensive teams for Ether Raids or your Gale Force team for Ether Raids. She won't lose her usability, versatility. She'll still be good. It gives her a lot of longevity, the way that they've designed her, and I'm sure that there'll be more C skills and A skills in the future that will help her out. And more daggers as well, because she's a rearmed unit, no? Yeah, so more daggers as well that will help her out. Do we get the kill here? He doesn't have as much support around, so...
Lend me your strength.
There we go. Yeah, there is no way that Lynn would have been able to get through that, or at least not mine. Without miracle support, she would have died, which would have been pointless. But yeah, very interesting stage in the meta. You remember when this, what's her name? Sarah was like the most popular thing because she gave out the cleansing and the stats to the lowest HP unit, but now she's kind of like, eh, everyone else does that. Yeah, bye-bye. What was I saying? I was saying about Celica. Hopefully in the future, just like with Lookout Force and Active Lookout, hopefully there's a C skill or something that will allow her to get that cancel mobility, similar to what Gris is able to do. I think that will be really, really great for her, and be able to bring back some of her usability, because I think that is really the only thing that she was lacking, that they gave it to a GHB. That's insane. Like, she would have been like really like top tier nuke if she had that ability. But for some reason they decided not to give it to her. I don't know why. Maybe they thought it would be too broken on her, but her damage output just wasn't that great to begin with, so it wouldn't have been a big deal. But man, if they put that in a C skill or something so that Celica can get it, or, well, it's already on the Celica, on the Sigurd ring, but not exactly in the way that you'd want it to be. But yeah, look out for that in the future, man. GG's.